Hey everybody, I just finished up my first day of summer school, so my background looks a little bit different. I'm not in my normal classroom, but today I'm going to be talking to you guys about case study 8.5, when fundraising and school policy collide. So I thought, I wasn't quite sure what this was going to be about when I first saw the title, because I got super nervous about what my title was going to be, and then I read it and I was like, wow, these people are in a very sticky situation with their fundraising and all of that policy. So let me just explain to you guys my take of the brief overview of what the story is, and then I'll kind of talk to you guys about what I think I would do and things like that. So the case study is about Miss Ross, who is the new director of it sounds like some kind of little daycare transition into regular school class, and they have a bunch of different children that they tend to. They have lots of students with disabilities. Sorry, these allergies are kicking my butt this week. A lot of different disabilities, just things like that students would need extra care for. So she is the new director. She has not been in the position very long, so this is her kind of her first big encounter issue, I guess, if you want to call it that. And the budget committee had just told her that her budget had been cut, just like pretty much everything else. And so her budget had been cut, so she's going to have to try to figure out how to raise more money for the school. But one of her teachers had disclosed information in a public setting that there was a position open in the 2-year-old classroom, which one of her top donors that has, his name is Mr. Simmons, he has donated millions of dollars in the past couple of years for them. He had recently had one of his other grandsons or grandchildren attend the small school, and now his other grandson Harrison is trying to attend the small school. So he was at, actually I think it said that he was at the grocery store, and he ran into one of the teachers, and they had said that a position had been open in the 2-year-old classroom, but he was not on the wait list or anything like that. So this teacher disclosed this information that should have been kept confidential about the enrollment of the small school. So Mr. Simmons comes to Miss Ross's office one day, and he's like, hey, I heard that there was a position open, and I really want my grandson to attend. Well, the next on the enrollment list is a little boy named Caleb who has spina bifida, and he could really benefit from using all of the extra resources and equipment and hands-on things that he could really benefit from attending the small school to prepare for his future. So Mr. Simmons is like, hey, I heard you had an opening, and I want my grandson Harrison to get that spot. Well, Miss Ross kind of explains that should have been kept confidential, and that there was a wait list, and that she was really sorry, but Harrison was not on the wait list at the time, and things like that. Well, then Mr. Simmons comes back, and he's like, I've donated millions of dollars to this school in the past couple of years. Basically, the school can't run very well without the millions of dollars that I've given them. So he gives her basically an ultimatum, and he's like, you have two options. He's like, you can either let my grandson in or take my name off of the donor list. So Miss Ross is in kind of between a rock and a hard place, because she's like, should I let Harrison in and take that position, not necessarily away from Caleb, just push him back? So take that position and push Caleb back for the wait list, and then put Harrison in, and then proceed and maybe come up with some budgeting things or whatever the case is. Or should I just tell Mr. Simmons no, that his grandson Harrison cannot attend, and that he will have to be put on the enrollment list and the wait list for enrollment, and who knows how long that could be, because it sounded like it was a pretty long wait list for enrollment of the small school. So basically that's what he left her with. So I wish it told what had happened, because I'm really interested, because I've thought about this case for a while since I saw that it was my topic or whatever, my case study. And I definitely think that Miss Ross is in a very sticky situation because she knows that she has a budget cut, and if she doesn't let Harrison into the school, she loses millions of dollars for now and for the future that could also benefit students like Caleb that are coming into the small school that are on the wait list. So she knows that she's going to be losing that funding if she doesn't let Harrison in. So I've kind of tried to think of some options of potentially what I would do if I was in her position. I think the best thing that I think I could come up with. So I'm super excited to see what you guys think and if there's honestly a better solution. But I think what I would do if I was in her position, I would put Harrison in the classroom. Obviously, Caleb is next on the wait list. And then I would see about maybe hiring another teacher or expanding a little bit with the millions of dollars, because he said that he would double the payment, like his donation this year if if Harrison did get in. So with that extra money that she would be getting, I think I would try to maybe hire another teacher and expand the services a little bit, so that way maybe that if Harrison like could get in, then maybe Caleb could follow in like right after him within maybe like a couple of days, or just long enough to get a teacher and some extra resources and things like that. So I think that's probably what I would do. Again, this is a really crummy situation, and I think in order for it to kind of play out, I think some feelings are probably going to get hurt. They could probably just tell Caleb's family that there had been a little bit of miscommunication and they needed to wait maybe a little bit longer, just depending on how fast they can get those resources from the money that Mr. Simmons is going to donate. But again, I think that's probably what I would do. Just ultimately let Harrison in immediately, and then take the resources from the extra money that he's going to give, and then let Caleb in immediately after, and maybe another student or however many that another teacher could handle, really. So I think that's what I would do. Again, I hope that's the right answer. I don't really know what the right answer would be. I was kind of hoping that they told us what the answer was, or what happened, or what Miss Ross did, because she, like I said, this was her first time being in this position. So with that being said, I do have my slideshow posted for you guys to look through. I've kind of explained the characters and the activity. So I kind of came up with something, since there was nothing in the agreement or the contract about about the top donors getting family priority or something like that. So I thought maybe it would be a good idea for anyone or all of us to kind of come together and think of an idea of what a little paragraph or something like that could be put into the contract about top donors. So for example, if you did agree that the top donors could have top priority when it comes to enrollment, maybe say something like top donors get the priority because of this, this, and this. Or if you disagree and you don't think that the top donors should get that enrollment priority, come up with, again, a couple of sentences about why that's not the case, while maintaining professionalism, and just a little subclause or something, or whatever you guys wanted to come up with. And then I had the 2 questions, so I am excited to see what you guys think. Again, I hope that if I was in Ms. Ross's position, that I would have made the right answer, the correct decision. I'm not really sure what it would be, but thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your responses. So thank you guys.